Welcome back to the Damgee Zone. I am your host, Damgee, and in this episode, we will be exploring everything that there is to do with villagers and dipping our big toe into the Nether. So, if you enjoyed episode 1, then sit back, grab a drink, and enjoy this world we call Minecraft. Today we are going to be working on a villager breeder. We're going to be building this up over by the castle, and then we're going to start working on getting some villager trading in so we can get the enchants that we need. Give me 1 second, I'm going to pop over into my other world and I'll show you what you need to build it, and we'll get started. Alright, we're back on the server, and as you can see, we've got a little farm building up here. We are working on getting enough stuff to get the breeders going and then eventually build our automatic farms. We've got some materials over here, and then our breeding materials are going to be up in here. We're going to use the carrots, of course, because that's what everybody uses. For the time being, we are going to come over here and we're going to build up that villager breeder that I showed you a couple seconds ago. And it's going to go right here temporarily, but eventually we're going to end up moving it. We just want to try and get the mending and unbreaking and a couple of good enchants so that we can get into the Nether. So the top line here is going to be all of the materials that you need to actually make a villager breeder, minus the 2 villagers obviously. You need 20 building blocks, whatever you want to build it with, 4 temporary blocks, fence gate, 8 trapdoors, and 4 beds. Now the trapdoors are simply because in 1.16.4 they changed a little bit on the villager pathing, so now unfortunately you need to put trapdoors over all of the beds. But we'll get into that when we get to it. So to start off, you just do 4 columns, 5 high. Then you put down your temporary block. Fence gate, or your fence post, goes right here. You fall down in the process. Beds go on here. And then you put trapdoors on top of those. Now prior to, and then of course you can break your temporary blocks. Prior to 1.16.2, I believe it was when the update came, you would have these trapdoors open up. I can't get it. Anyways, you would have the trapdoors open up and keep the villagers inside here, but now you actually have to cover up the beds so that they can't path to it. So now we need to get the villagers in place, and we also need to set up the water stream that you saw on there. What happens is the villager baby drops down here, like everybody knows, and then we put a water stream here so that they take no fall damage. It pushes them out through here in a 1 block high tunnel, There's a little air block right here, and then we put a water block above it, so when the babies grow up, they can't go back into the breeder, but they start drowning, so they swim up and then they float off to wherever we want to put them. Makes it so you don't get a clump up inside the breeder. You don't have to worry about the beds and the babies thinking that they can get to the beds, and it just makes it a lot easier to get everything out. But I'm going to go ahead and build out the stream before we worry about trying to get the guys in there, and I will be back. Alright, so now we are going to go ahead and build out the villager transport system and collection system. So we're going to have the babies are going to drop down right here. We're going to have them fall into a little water pond. Let me get some blocks in place. We want to make sure that when they fall here, they travel out this way, but they cannot go back the other way. So we're going to block that off so it's one high. Babies can travel under, grown-ups cannot go back in. And bring that out 2 blocks just to make sure that there's no way that they're going to sneak on through. Put a little sign here to give them an air block so that they can kind of hang out in. I still can't spell. Now from here we're going to build a little column. And what we want to happen is when the adults grow up, they're going to start drowning and they're going to swim up. So we're going to go ahead and build this up just a little higher. Have them flow over here and then immediately drop down to the ground so that the current pushes them all the way out to where we want them to go. And then on the last block I turn the water just so that when they get pushed down here, they're going to go up against the wall and then they should hug one corner and make it easier for us to get them out. But in order to do that, this bottom block needs to be a solid block. So we want them to flow up and come out. Then from there, built this up a little too high. Nope, that'll work there. And that should be it for the transportation. We will be back once we get some villagers in place. We went ahead and sped up the process of moving the villagers into their forever homes because everybody knows moving villagers in Minecraft is never a fun thing to do. Well, we had to do it twice because I put the fence post in the wrong place, so we wanted to show you the first time, and then as you see in the next clip, we find out that it's in the wrong place. Now that the villagers are in their forever home, let's come on up here and give them some carrots. That way we can go ahead and start the breeding process so we can get our villagers. Making it rain carrots. Now they can make it a babies. Well, they are throwing carrots to each other. That's concerning. The suspense is killing us all. Just make the baby. Well, hopefully that's because one of them is not full. Let's go ahead and throw the rest of these out here.
Are they grabbing them now? Or?
Yeah, they're grabbing them and tossing them between each other. That's not good.
Can they not make it to the beds?
They have more than enough carrots. That's not the problem, right?
Right.
Do I have... It was at this point that Damgee had realized that he misplaced a block. So now he was contemplating using an axe and just killing the villagers, or fixing the blocks and getting it right. Which one does he choose? Just kidding. I'm not going to kill the villagers. Let me get this right, drop that block down one, and get everything situated, and we will be right back with it right. Alrighty, we are all set and giving the villagers some more carrots. Had to drop that fence post down one block and everything should be perfect now. Alright, now that we got the whole thing built up, let's go ahead and feed our villagers.
Oh. Oh no.
Let's not do that first and foremost. I'm sure you all noticed that we threw a roof over our villagers here, and that is because we definitely did not want any of them getting struck by lightning after we had now moved them twice to get them into the right position for our breeder system. So again, for the time being, we're just throwing a dirt wall over the top of them so no lightning can happen.
You got a stack of carrots down there on the ground. Let me throw this.
We should see some hearts popping up. There we go. And with that, come down here. And there is our villager breeder and transport station so that we can make the villagers go where we want them to go. Come on!
Oh, there's the baby.
You guys suck. Alright, so we come over onto this side here for my shameless plug. We have a little baby telling you all what to do. Once he grows up, he'll swim up this stream and come down over to here. we will be right back. Alright guys, so we are off to the village to grab the traders that we did get to have decent trades while we were waiting for all of the babies from the breeder to grow up and trade with. So we're gonna grab the few trades that we got over here and send them back to the base. Alright, one is heading back to Mana now. Bye!
Put your cart down. Got him.
Second one's coming. Finally. 2 hours later. Alright, so I am back, and this is what we've got so far. Got 2 farmers, we've got a silk touch, looting 3, power 4, sweeping edge, sharpness, mending, unbreaking 3, and then there's Mana working on getting some more of the villager traders we need. And if we come up over here, we'll see that the babies are grown up and we have been busy. So now, all we gotta do, grab our minecart and pull them out of the system. Alright, we are back, and I just wanted to give you a quick overview and a look at our villager traders that we have set up so far. And we did go ahead and get all of our gear fully enchanted. All of our tools are enchanted. Weapons. Everything is good to go, which means we're off to the Nether.
Yeah.
Alright, so I always build my first Nether portal at 0, just so that when we get into the Nether, we don't have to worry about trying to find out where our Nether is or writing any coordinates down. We just know that all we got to do is head to 0 and we should be able to find it. We are bringing our gold helmets because of the piglins. We're actually bringing some gold, hoping to get lucky and get some ender pearls from piglin trading. And we're gonna head on over to back to 0.
Yay!
Let's go. Go.
Going.
Alright, we're back at 0. Mana is itching to go through here. We are off to the Nether, and we are going to get some more goodies. We want to make sure we get some quartz. We want all of the red and blue stems, and we're in the middle of a basalt biome. This is the perfect place to not be able to get anything. Okay. Well, we will make do. Parkour master. First quartz of the world with a drop. Alright, let's just make sure. Let's just head in one direction here so we don't get too lost.
Okay. No lava! Careful.
Gather. Whoa!
Careful! Lava!
I'm trying to gather up magma cubes so that we can get our gold farm started sooner rather than later. Oh. It's a great biome for magma cubes, but it's like the worst biome in the world to spawn into on your first portal.
Don't come by me, there's lava on the ground. The floor is lava, is what I'm saying. The floor is lava. Did I get you with the lava?
Obviously.
Well, Gregory, I said the floor is lava.
I would like to see the the red trees and the blue trees. Warp forest and whatever the other one is called. Crimson forest. You know, red, crimson. Crushed it. Break on through to the other side. We found the Crimson Forest and a Soul Sand Valley right there. Nice. Let's go ahead and head on over to there and see if we can find some piglins to do some trading. Stupid floating blocks. They're always just hanging out in the sky. I don't care if it's Nether. I don't care if it's Overworld. No floating blocks. I don't like them. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you. I don't like you. We're going to get rid of them, and we will be right back. Always have to climb up to get stupid dirt blocks. Hate floating blocks. Goodbye. Well, I think this about wraps up episode 2. Oh, look at that. Looks like we found our first piece of netherite. Went ahead and threw that at the end of the video for you. Please remember that if you are enjoying yourself, leave a like and a comment. We will see you in episode 3, where we will continue on into the Nether and find some wither skulls so we can get a beacon, dig out some more farms, and start our building. We'll see you there.